The University of Minnesota's Center for Transportation Studies, or CTS, is a catalyst for transportation innovation through the utilization of groundbreaking research, collaborative outreach, and stellar educational opportunities. CTS serves as a resource and facilitator, assisting talented university researchers as they develop new knowledge and sharing that information with professionals and policymakers. This knowledge and the access to it improves transportation decision-making, meaning better and safer transportation systems, smarter investments, and a higher quality of life for Minnesota and the nation. CTS was created in 1987 to address the need for closer cooperation between university faculty and state and federal departments of transportation, and to strengthen the university's role in transportation research and education. Dick Braun, former commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Transportation, was instrumental in establishing CTS and served as its first director.
Before the creation of the Center for Transportation Studies, there really was no one place to provide funding, first of all, for the basic type of transportation engineering, for the students who would go on to become traffic engineers in cities, counties, and for the state, as well as for high-level technical research. Have to have innovation in transportation. It saves money long range. Without that, you stagnate, you keep doing the same thing all the time in the same way.
To address complex transportation issues, CTS draws upon the expertise of University of Minnesota faculty and researchers from across more than 24 departments, working in cutting-edge labs that have developed along with CTS. Research delves not only into engineering and the physical sciences, but is fully integrated with public policy, economics, land use planning, human behavior, and environmental studies. One example of this interdisciplinary approach to research is the work being done in the Intelligent Transportation Systems Institute, housed within CTS. The ITS Institute brings together researchers from different disciplines to develop new tools and technologies for traffic management and safety.
The kind of research we do brings together a variety of different people and different expertise. We work with cognitive psychologists, we work with engineers, people who understand the physics of these sensors, develop sensors, integrate sensors, computer people who understand the computer technology, and mechanical engineers who understand how to actually control a vehicle. If you pull all that together, you may have technology that works with the people, but then we still have to work on applications in which it's important to understand the economics of transit, the economics of public transportation. It's important to understand public policy. There's no way we're going to solve problems unless we bring experts to the table, and CTS serves as one of those groups that does exactly that.
CTS facilitates outlets for all the up-to-date transportation research produced at the U. As a nonpartisan resource for policymakers and practitioners, CTS distributes the information to those who can utilize it, and through implementation, make it relevant to everyday and multifaceted transportation issues.
One of the dilemmas I think that the practitioners in the transportation world face, as opposed to the academicians in the transportation world, is that they have opposing goals sometimes. And that gap has been very effectively closed by CTS.
I had to establish myself as a transportation expert quickly when I was named chair of the committee. I went to every CTS program, every research briefing that they had for a long time. As chair of the committee, I was able to invite them to bring the CTS faculty to the committee, so they were a valuable resource both to me and to the committee.
As a nationally trusted source of information, CTS shares research findings and news about University of Minnesota transportation activities. We publish newsletters and reports and host websites that are designed for policymakers, transportation professionals, and the public. CTS also sponsors events that bring state and national audiences together with experts to discuss and debate important transportation topics.
Research and innovation need to be used to be of value. As a top 5 university transportation center, CTS offers top-notch workforce development and training. To stay on top of the latest in the industry, CTS provides professional development opportunities and technical training courses for thousands of workers across the state.
Training is critical. For those that are out actually doing the work, it makes a huge impact to them. So when they attend these conferences or these staff development sessions, they can come back and apply it to what they're doing, whether they're doing the design work or whether they're doing the construction of a project. With the revenues being reduced at all levels, I think CTS can provide that global training that is needed for all of us in the transportation area.
CTS is a nationally prominent transportation center that attracts millions of dollars annually for its research, education, and outreach programs.
A critical milestone in the growth of CTS was the passage of the Transportation Study Board bill. Senator Keith Langseth and Representative Bernie Leader were critical in the leadership of that bill and visionary in establishing base funding for the Center for Transportation Studies. These annual funds, which support our operations, have been leveraged and multiplied many times over the past 20 years with the additional funds we've been able to attract from federal, state, and local government, as well as the private sector and foundations.
Research costs money, but innovation saves money. With your support, the University of Minnesota's Center for Transportation Studies can continue to provide new knowledge and ideas for transportation leaders and organizations, bridging the gap between the problems needed to be solved with the expertise generated at the U of M.
Our success is really due to not only that great staff, but our faculty and research leaders, our volunteers, and the many others that participate in our programs. I want to thank all of them for their contributions, and I look forward to working with them in the future.
CTS has played a very major role in putting Minnesota and the University of Minnesota on the map in transportation.
The Center for Transportation Studies has progressed marvelously over the years. I'm very pleased with the fact that I played a small role in starting this and the way that it's continuing today, and I know it'll have a tremendous future.
It was really gratifying to see how this program has matured into a research organization that has not only a national but international reputation for excellence.
They do the research. They make the case for you by doing the research, finding the answers for us.
It provides great leadership on a national basis, on a state level, and at the local level.